harvest crops that I didn't plant and gather crops I didn't cultivate? Why didn't you deposit my money in the bank? At least I could have gotten some interest on it. Then he ordered, take that money from his servant and give it to one of the 10 bags of silver. Those who use well what they are given, even more will be given, and they will have an abundance. But from those who do nothing, even what little they have will be taken away. Now throw this useless servant into an utter darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Where am I going with this? We all have a purpose. We all have a calling. What that calling is different from everyone. Some are called to be single. Some are called to be rich. Some are called to be poor. Some are called to live a life full of tribulations. Some are called to struggle, and some are called to thrive. Some are called to live with the weight of the world on their shoulders. And if you look at Matthew 9:37, don't worry, I'll read it. The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Therefore, pray earnestly the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into the harvest. We are those we are those workers. You see the work out there. You see the pain in this world, the crime, the hunger, the evil. But there's a bunch of us, myself, that choose to stay silent because it's comfortable, because it's a little too much drama filled. It can make me stand out the wrong way. We've gotten to a time where we've chosen comfortability over Christianity. We've chosen comfort life over Christ-like. The title pastor is not the only one authorized to go out and preach the gospel. It started with a teenager who became the mother of a carpenter. Jesus called out a fisherman, a tax collector, a prostitute, a murderer, a rabbi. What makes you think he won't call out a garbage man? A teacher, a homemaker, a gang member, a teenage mom, a burned out user, a wife beater, a child abuser. He can use every single one of those people if you allow them and open your heart and not put your own timeline on how God can move in their lives and yours. We've been silent for too long, hoping our church attendance and fellowship will be just enough to get us into heaven. However, the work is out there. Some of us are sleeping while the world is burning. And then Matthew 26:45, then he turned to his disciples and said to them, are you still sleeping and resting? Look, the hour has come and the Son of Man is to be delivered into the hands of sinners. Are we sleeping, hoping that something other than Jesus will fix what's going on in this world? And Scripture has told us Jesus is the only way to bring peace about in this life. We've gotten the ending to the story. We know no politician, no drug, no, what else is there out there that's preaching to us? No gym regimen, no health diet is going to set us on life. It's only going to be Jesus alone. And he says, God is coming back to bring his kingdom on earth, and we will all account for what we have done. And it's going to get worse until he comes. But I think some of us have forgotten that. And we're waiting on something to happen that Scripture tells us is not going to happen until he comes back. In Matthew 24:36-39, it talks about Jesus' return. But about that day or hour, no one knows, not even the angels in heaven nor the Son, but only the Father. As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be in the coming in the Son of Man. For the days before the flood, people were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, up to the day Noah entered the ark. And they knew nothing about what would happen until the flood came and took them all away. This is how it will be when at the coming of the Son of Man. When you waste the gift that God has put on your life, that calling, he will take it away, and it's shown in Scripture. In 1 Samuel 13:13-14, it's talking about how Saul had his gift removed from him when he disobeyed God and he didn't fulfill the will that God placed on his life. And Saul, who was the leader, the king of Israel, was replaced, and that's how David came. God knew what was going to happen. God knew